Coach, in the first meeting with Lubbock Christian, it was a very tight contest, but after that, your team just really, shut them out. Can you just talk about the momentum shift you've seen from your team?
Well, I thought, I'm hoping at least, Friday's one of those games that can really, propel a season and sort of jumpstart you to another level. Obviously, wasn't going very good for us there. Down 8, I think, going to the 7th. So looks like we're about to get run ruled, to be honest, the way things are going. And I thought Jordan Williams did a really good job of leadership. Just told the guys, hey, this ain't ending like this. Let's go. And led off the inning. Had a great at bat, got on base, and then started it, and we got 4. Were able to find some pitching to stop them. Trying to remember, it was Caleb, and then who came in on Friday?
Scott Ellis.
Yeah, Scott Ellis, which was awesome. His parents had driven over from California, hadn't seen him play all year, so they were there for that. And then Scott Ellis came in, and you got to put up zeros to give your offense a chance to come back. And then, we get it within 1 run there in the 9th. Beck gets down 0-2 and then fouls off some pitches and has a really good at bat, and then does a great job and hits one down the line and keeps it fair. Kept his hands inside the baseball. And then we were able to win it there in the 11th. And so anytime you can do that, get a come from behind win, especially significant late, it helps because you can do it, and so it can be a rallying cry the rest of the year. But I do think it was one of those things, showing up to the ballpark Saturday gave us some momentum and obviously took some air out of their sails, and then continued to play pretty well.
And then, fifth sweep of the season, how big was that momentum-wise? Not only to bounce back the way y'all did in that St. Mary's series, but also get the LCU sweep as well.
Yeah, and so I didn't realize how significant that was, but I always like to go read the other team's stuff, just sometimes get some inside info. They were incorrect. They said it's the first time they've been swept in a Lone Star Conference series in Lubbock. But we actually did it 2 years ago too. So it's been done twice against them, both by us. So that was good. I mean, it's an awful place to play, as you know, from having lived there. It's we gotta you gotta show some mental toughness to be able to handle the conditions out there.
And Cade Bragg, he's been dominant for you. Obviously, 8-0 on the season now. What have you seen from him that's kind of impressed you the most so far?
Nobody can score off him, so that's impressive. He just goes out. The biggest thing, he's gotten better. His command's gotten better. I think he had 1 walk, only 2 base runners on Saturday, and that's with the wind blowing out 40 miles an hour against a team that can really swing the bats. It's just the biggest compliment. All pitchers, as a teammate of them, you're like, so-and-so's pitching today, we're winning, and that's the attitude that our guys have. And so when you earn that from your teammates and your coaches and stuff, you're in a pretty good spot. So hopefully we can continue doing that, and it's big. It's big. If we win on Friday, we feel like, all right, we're getting the split. Guaranteed after 2, and if you lose, then you feel like you're getting right back in the series when he's on the mound.
With all the success of the team this season so far, how do you keep your players just grounded and not help them get complacent?
Easy. We show up every day. That's the reason we're good and the reason we've been good for a long time. We concentrate on us, and all the noise and stuff we don't pay any attention to. And it's easy because we hadn't accomplished our goal. The goal doesn't come till June, and if we don't do what we need to do today, there's no chance we're going to get to June. And so if we go about today like it's the only day, and we work our butts off, and if we play that day, we do everything we can to try to win. But it's a real short-term focus with a long-term goal in mind, and our personality of our team is so different than the modern day athlete and the modern day teams. You know, we don't pat ourselves on the back a whole lot, and we don't get, you know, we're pretty even keel. And I think that's how we're able to respond well in those situations, those games. It's just another day. And, you know, it's tough in today's world for a young 18 to 22-year-old to not want to see how many social media likes they got and all that stuff, but our dudes are focused on the job at hand every day, and that's why they're good.
And my last one, you know, you guys get a little break before taking on Texas A&M International, a team that is 14 and 20 overall. How will this week be utilized to ensure that, you know, you guys get back to business before the series?
Well, first of all, rest. You know, we were running on fumes here. I felt like the last 2 weeks, you know, after the 10 games in 10 day stretch, and then having to go to Lubbock, which is just a grueling thing every time you have to go there, just because it's always so windy. And so we'll take a couple of days off here, and then, you know, get back to work on Wednesday and Thursday, and then we'll play this weekend against ourselves on Friday and Saturday. Give some pitchers, you know, you know, Bragg's not going to have to go throw 100 pitches this weekend. That's good, but throw him enough to stay sharp along with our other starters, and then just keep going. And then the good thing is next week's the short week due to Easter, so the bye comes, we think, at a great time for us to sort of recharge our batteries and, hey, let's get going. We got 1 month left and finish strong.